Welcome to this week's video. I'm starting to realize that I am sounding like a broken record, and it seems that every single week I come in talking about basically the same exact thing but with different material. And it's just due to the fact that what the economy is being given us for the last 5 months now has been the same but with a different wrapping, right? So this week, what was new this week? Well, the big bill, right? The big beautiful bill, and more tariffs, and the NICE is now asking, or well, not asking, but saying that they're going to tax about 50% tariffs on the European Union and 25% tariffs on iPhones. The one I'm concerned about is this big bill. Now, this big bill, for what I understand it, I haven't read the entire thing yet, but if we want to simplify it, is basically going to give us some tax cuts. Great, right? It's going to remove some taxes on certain items, increase money on defense, and increase money on deportations and um, other things that are helping national security. The thing about this is that it actually will go ahead and create higher deficits. Last week, I don't know if you were actually looking into the news, the credit agency Moody's downgraded our debt. That's not good. And now, due to the consequences of the tariffs and this bill and other movements that are happening in our economy where other countries who spend money in our treasuries on our debt are actually creating a new trend that now they're calling it Sell America. What that means is basically that a lot of these investors, I'm not saying that they're not going to invest in our treasury bonds, but what they're going to start doing is either selling some of these lower yield treasury bonds, and they're going to hold on the sidelines until our debt pays more interest. And we're starting to see it. Just in 1 week alone, the treasuries increased dramatically. I think they even broke the 5% interest. And that is, in my business, that is bad news, right? Because that means that our mortgage interest rates, because they are tied in almost directly, right, with the 10-year treasury bond, are not going to go down. Now, for you, most of the people that watch these videos that are first-time home buyers and part of the Nextdoor program, this is actually good news, right? And you might be asking, well, why is it good news for us to have higher interest rates? Why? Because that means there's going to be less competition still in the market. Because people, I mean, we have to consider in one end, you have people that have 3%, 2% interest rates. I did spoke about this 3 weeks ago and indicated, hey, I think people are going to start selling their homes. People that bought those homes back in 2020, 2021 during COVID, because their kids, their family is expanding, they need more space. But we're starting to see as well that there are some people that are staying in the market. And those people who actually are desperate to sell are selling. Now, if rates continue to go up, those people who are on the sidelines trying to wait for the right time to come in to buy, they're going to stay and stick around the sidelines because they have no rush, right? I think the strike rate where these people are going to come in is going to be at least below 6.5%, probably upper fives. So if you're coming in to buy a first-time home, this is a great time because there's people who are desperate enough to be selling their homes right now. They have a ton of equity, actually, so they actually are going to be able to absorb some of the loss that they will have. And that allows you to have some inventory on the first-time home market. And at the same time, if we have higher interest rates, there's going to be less competition for you. So you are one of those specific niches where this is actually great news. And I do want you to take advantage of it, because if one thing the markets have always taught us is that every time that there is a movement to one side, there's going to be a counter movement to the other side, right? So if the economy starts not doing so hot, and right now we see that the stock market is not doing good, and I'm just told you that the treasury bills are not doing good, which is kind of like the safe haven for investors, that means that something is going to give. Either the president is going to go ahead and say, okay, no more tariffs. We're going to kind of like build down a little bit this new one big bill and rethink things a little bit better, or try to modify certain things to help the market. So you do have a specific period of time before we start seeing changes. And I highly encourage you that if you're in the market, get in the market and get into a home now. Because there's going to be another phenomenon, and I did spoke about this 2 weeks ago, and that is that huge investment companies, Vanguard, your BlackRocks and whatnot, are going to start buying homes in cash again. Why? Because that is the new safe haven. Properties and real estate are going to continue to go up one way or the other. It is a given due to the fact that if we we're going to have those tariffs, the cost of building is going to be higher. Manual labor is not that abundant anymore, at least in the construction side. So it's going to be more expensive to build. So if these companies are coming in and buying like they used to buy in 2020, 2021, and 2022, where they were giving sellers offers above what it was worth and they were buying it in cash, you're going to be left out. You can't compete with that. So take advantage of this time that you have right now. Take advantage that the market is moving in your favor. And if you see a home that matches all your non-negotiables, make an offer. Last thing to close this video is ask your friends, ask your family, ask your social circle if anyone is selling a home. Right now, we're getting a high influx of properties where people are buying from family members, people are buying from people that they know, people are buying from within their social circle. So ask around, let everybody know that you are in the market to buy a home, because everyone right now knows someone who is selling a home. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can text me at 480-542-8890. That's my cell phone. You can text me Monday to Sunday. I respond to all texts the day of. Have a wonderful day. And for all of you that serve the armed forces, thank you for your service. Have a happy Memorial Day, and I will talk to you next week.